All right. Serge Gnabry, Leon Goretzka, and Kingsley Coman up for sale. It's a trio of three players. It's a trio of players that Bayern Munich want to obviously show the exit door in this summer transfer window. And if at all you have your club outside there, you can obviously come out and go into the comment section and tell me that Rokani, for me and my club, I would love to see to it that I get Serge Gnabry or Leon Goretzka or Kingsley Coman. All else, you would fancy to obviously have all of them with you at your club. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And remember, we are powered by Saint Maria Goretti Aces. You know, Saint Maria Goretti Aces are a school that is located on Masaka Road, and the registration is in progress for S1s, S2s, S3s, and S5s. And it is as convenient as possible. You can register via their website, and their website is Saint Maria Goretti SS. Sorry, you can email them at saintmariagorettiss@gmail.com, and their website is www.st or Saint Maria Goretti k.ac.ug. That is exactly what we are really having in here onto this school, and they've gone ahead obviously power us, and you know that if you do well, you really get people to obviously power you up. Now, when you look at the phone numbers to call, I'm gonna read only two. The rest of the numbers you'll see them onto that at design in there for you. And the first number is +256 702 478 536, and the other one is +256 702 564109. That is Saint Maria Goretti for you. And I'm gonna put the link of admit. If at all you want to apply for admissions, you know, I'm gonna put the link into the description box below. You know, after the title, you'll see the link of the admission. That's where I'm gonna be putting it there. So please do the needful and obviously register, you know. And if at all you have your child, your sibling, your comrade, and so on and so forth, your niece, your cousin, people who are really abroad, and you want to say to it that you really want to see your children go to better schools, this is one of the best schools. You can check out their grades onto their website, and you'll thank me later that Rokani, you gave me the deal of the day. Now, let's get into this story that is powered by Saint Maria Goretti Katende SS. Now, it's being told to us by Christian Falk, one of the credible journalists, worked with the Bild, and he's one of the tier 1 journalists from Germany. He has told us that Bayern Munich are willing to sell Leon Goretzka, Serge Gnabry, and Kingsley Coman this summer. Now, these players have been on the exit door for a very, 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 very long time, if at all you know, and if at all you've been following Bayern Munich. For Serge Gnabry, there were struggles for him to obviously find himself in a position of renewing his contract at the side of Bayern Munich. And remember, he renewed his contract in 2022, where teams like Arsenal wanted to obviously sign him, and he would have gone ahead to leave on a chip because he was left with just a year on his contract. You understand? And teams are really showing interest in signing Serge Gnabry, but he really inclined all those, and he was like, I'm gonna stay at Bayern Munich. And when you look at Serge Gnabry this season, let's first look at his years. Serge Gnabry is 29 years of age, and looks like Vincent Kompany is like at 29, there is nothing you're going to offer to this club. Now, he's 29 years of age, 1.7 meters tall, and obviously, he has played 9 games in the Champions League this season, and he has only 1 assist, no goals. In the Bundesliga, 15 games, 4 goals and 2 assists. Then DFB Pokal Cup, 3 games, 0 goals and 1 assist. And then I think that's it all. So this was a guy who could obviously score at least 14, 15 goals in the league and average like there is a season of 2019-2020 in the Champions League where he played 10 games and scored 9 goals, you know, meaning that his form has been shrinking, and that's why Bayern Munich are like, in our assessment, you don't have any other way through to obviously come and really kick a ball for us. That is it. And that is the side of Bayern Munich. So I think Serge Gnabry is up for sale, and I don't know which club is really interested in him. When you look at his contract as Serge Gnabry, he renewed it in July 2022, and it is expiring in June 30th, 2026, meaning that by the start of the new season, he'll be left with just 1 year on his contract. And Bayern we should dispose him off and see to it that he really leaves our club, because he's 29 years of age and his value is at 35 million euros. Something that I believe will obviously go down to 20 because he's left with 1 year on his contract. He's not having a very beautiful season, and I don't think that he's one of those players that you can look at and obviously think that he's really good to go to obviously come and really help you in a best way possible. The beauty of him is that he's a multifunctional player. He can play as a left forward, right forward. He can play as a number 10. He can also play as a false number 9. That is the beauty of Serge Gnabry into what he's really doing. So Serge Gnabry for you has obviously done lots of things in the game of football, and other people are like, he might come to Arsenal. And I believe at all I'm Arsenal, I can obviously sign Serge Gnabry. Why? Where Arsenal is, they don't need players who have not gone ahead to obviously win. They need players who know what winning is all about. Serge Gnabry has won a Champions League with Bayern Munich, you know. He has won the Bundesliga very many times, and he's really having a very good winning mentality. I think Arsenal should think about him because he will be a cheaper option. And there is a factor that I think is costing Arsenal these trophies that people haven't gone ahead to notify, and that factor is Gabriel Martinelli. You know, Gabriel Martinelli looks like ever since he got a new contract, he has been on his south. You understand? He hasn't been performing very well. So when you look at that guy in Martinelli and Serge Gnabry, I would obviously get in Serge Gnabry to play at the club of Arsenal, because I know he can play as a right forward, he can play as a left forward, he can play in the midfield, he can also play as a false number 9. In those problems of forwards that Arsenal are really having right now, Serge Gnabry will have a very better purpose, and his injury record is really great. Let's leave Serge Gnabry there, but I know very many links will obviously come up, pointing him or signaling him to join the club of Arsenal, right? Then after Serge Gnabry, let's go to Leon Goretzka. Leon Goretzka is 30 years of age, and he's 1.89 meters. He can play as a number 8 or a number 6. That is an anchorman or a CDM and a box-to-box midfielder. He has played 8 games in the Champions League, 1 goal and 0 assists this season. Then in the Bundesliga, 16 matches, 3 goals and 1 assist. Then DFB Pokal Cup, 2 games, 0 goals and 0 assists, meaning that he's 30 and Vincent Kompany looks like he needs more vibrant people to obviously come and really take over into that midfield. You know, they're having Pavlovic. Is it Pavlovic? Pavlovic? Is it Pavlovic in there? There is this other guy called he was for RB Leipzig, and sometimes he's being played as a right back, and he's for Australia. I've forgotten the guy's name, you know. But there is also Joshua Kimmich, and they need to reinforce that midfield. And I think Vincent Kompany is like, we need to do something special. Leon Goretzka's contract is obviously running down on June 30th. The same thing of Serge Gnabry, 2026 June 30th. That's when his contract is running down. But I haven't gone ahead to see him being linked to teams like Arsenal. He's so much linked to teams like Manchester United, but I don't think that the manager of Manchester United will be willing to obviously go and obviously get in a player who is of that age. And when you look at the recruitment program of Manchester United, they are really going young, you know, not signing players more than 25, 26 years of age. That's what Man United have gone ahead to obviously come up and really sign. So I'm waiting to see how things are really going to be panning out for Leon Goretzka, but he's a very good player, and I see these two all coming to the Premier League if at all they are to be sold. Teams like Spurs, teams like Aston Villa, teams like Man United, teams like Arsenal, teams like Chelsea might obviously find themselves in a position of really wanting to sign one of these two. Now, lastly is Kingsley Coman. He is a player who is an injury-prone player. You can dub him that way. And this season, Kingsley Coman has clocked 28 years of age. He's still young, by the way, according to how people are really judging him. And he's at Bayern Munich, 8 matches, 1 goal in the Champions League. In the league, 20 games, 3 goals and 3 assists. In the DFB Pokal Cup, 2 matches and 1 goal, meaning that he's really a variable, and looks like this season he hasn't gone ahead obviously get that his injuries, because he has been injury prone, and he has gone ahead to play 30 games so far this season for the club of Bayern Munich. And by the way, at 28, I don't think that he's ready to join a team in what we call the Saudi Pro League. I think that will be a very disgusting decision that he can make. He can play as a right forward and a left forward, and his contract is running out in June 30th, 2027. He's left with 2 years on his contract, meaning that a club can come up and obviously offer some good amount of money. And for clubs in the Premier League, I think all these 3 players can obviously come to the Premier League, because I see their agency into those teams, whether it's Man United, whether it's Arsenal, whether it's Chelsea, whether it's Spurs, whether it's Aston Villa, whether it's Newcastle, and very many others. So we're here to wait and see how that pans out. But this trio is going to be sold by the side of Bayern Munich in a pursuit to collect money to bring in more and more and more and more legendary players like the Wits. Is it for Aurelian Wits, from Bayern Leverkusen, whose price tag is at 100 million euros. Now, if you sell these 3 players, you can easily clock 100 million euros, and you can obviously get VATs into the team of Bayern Munich. So guys, your thoughts onto that are welcome in the comment section below. Rokani David remains my name, right? Your thoughts onto these 3 players, and which player would you like to see get signed by your team that you support? And even Real Madrid might obviously see a player like Leon Goretzka of greater advantage, because they need a CDM. And the team we had forgotten is all about Barcelona. Remember, this manager, the current manager of Barcelona, is the former manager of Bayern Munich. That is what's his name? Hans Flick. And I think he would need a player like Kingsley Coman. He will need a player like Serge Gnabry, and most especially a player known as Goretzka. So he would need these players because they are really cheap and they know exactly what to do. So we are waiting to see how that pans out and which club will obviously take these players. But don't forget in your mind that we are really having a side that is 100% willing to take these 3 to their league, and that is the Saudi Pro League. And with these players wanting to play in the World Cup of 2026, I don't think that they will obviously see themselves go to the Saudi Pro League. But even Italian teams will be watching the space, like AC Milan, Inter Milan, Juventus, and so on and so forth, because the pace of the Italian Serie A is really not as intense as that of the Bundesliga, La Liga, and the Premier League. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Rokani David is my name. First video of the day, and we are here to bring you the latest news and information as far as everything is concerned in this football space. And we've been talking about Bayern Munich this time around, because I've wanted to see people complain, Rokani, but why don't you really tell us about other teams? And I'm like, all right, you have me, and I'm obviously going to be bringing you news from other teams as possible. So first video of the day, stay tuned. More is yet to come at your desk. I know most of you use your phones to watch these videos, then smart TVs, then I went ahead to see laptops, and then these other iPads. You understand? So I'm out for now. See you later. I'm coming with a live match day video. Liverpool versus Man City into this beautiful encounter, match day 26.